Hi, Chris. So, in our last league game, we received a disappointing draw away to Mansfield. What's your assessment of that game, and would you say that's the most damaging 2 points that we've dropped all season?
Oof. No, I don't think it was the most damaging 2 points dropped all season because we kept a clean sheet. The players that weren't available are natural goal scorers and our two top goal scorers. Any team at any level, when you take out your two top goal scorers, despite how good everyone else is, it's a tough ask. And we had good chances as well. So no, I don't think it is. The Notts County game away was more disappointing, but yeah, on reflection, the game was what I expected it to be, up against a resolute Mansfield team that would do everything to try and keep us out. They did do that. They did naturally, they did keep us out. We still had two really good chances through Lucy, and Olivia crashed one off the bar from a free kick. So we had good chances. We did have good chances, and yeah, we felt controlled. I felt we felt controlled most of the game, despite not being at our best, our free-flowing best. So yeah, disappointing to draw the game, but at half time we said the scoreline we would accept would be the 0-0, because it meant that we would shut them out, ultimately get our 10th or 11th clean sheet this season. It might even be more than that, and yeah, that's it really. Yeah, it's damaging. It makes the league almost impossible now. So we know where we're at, but we can't pit her out. We've got some big games that we need to put in good performances and finish as high as we possibly can do, and be ready to go and hopefully win the cup final on the 22nd of May.
Yeah, and you can take positives out of that game. Your side is now unbeaten in 8 games, and as you mentioned, you've now got 11 clean sheets in all competitions. What did these sort of stats say about the quality and sort of side that you and Cal built together recently?
Yeah, I think it says everything that you need to know. I think that I'm gonna stick it in a little bit in the fact that it just says everything that you need to know about, unfortunately, the women's pyramid. When you are, and you'll have seen it on social media with the likes of Wolves and other teams, they've won their league and have got to apply to go up. They've won their league and got to play in a playoff against the other tier 3 team to go up. They've won the league. We're at step 5. At the men's level in step 5, there's been one team go up, the winners, and then second place teams based on points per game get to play in a playoff to go up. When you're unbeaten in 8 games, 6 wins and 2 draws, that's league winning form. We've lost 4 games all season, 2 of them in cup competitions. So we've only lost 2 games all season, and we're not going to get promoted because of the way that the pyramid is structured. It creates a bottleneck, it creates issues, and ultimately it will create issues further down the line in women's football. I have no doubt about it, because players become disillusioned. How can you win? How can you be 8 games unbeaten, won 6, drawn 2, only lost 2 games all season? Likely you'll probably finish a point, maybe 2 points behind the winners, and not have the opportunity to go up. And yet there's teams in the league above that we would beat. It is what it is. It's disappointing, but the form that we've shown, and the players that we've got are good enough to play at the level above. And yeah, I think that form anywhere else in sport, it's league winning form. So credit to Northampton, that their form's been better than that. That's why they are going to win the league. But the squad that we've got is hugely capable of playing at the level above, and it's disappointing that the form and the performances that we've put in, is going to see the same group of players probably play at the same level of football next season, and that goes across the country. That's not just that's not just Lincoln United. Looking at the West League, Stourbridge and Sutton Coldfield and Lichfield got fantastic teams all up in and around it, and it could be won on goal difference or by a point again, and you get teams bottlenecked. So it's disappointing, but the squad depth's been great.
And as you sort of alluded to, the league might be slipping away from us, but we have to move to Oughtibridge this week on Thursday.
Yeah.
How important is it to keep winning these games, especially with a cup final ahead at the end of the season?
Yeah, it's hugely important. It's hugely important. The main focus is to keep momentum and performances for the cup final, because we want to win the cup. We're in the final. We've had a really tough run in the cup. Chesterfield, Oughtibridge, and Northampton we've beaten in that running. So the hardest run possible, to be honest. So we want to make sure that we win the cup. We're favourites to do so, given what league we're in. You can't just flick it on in football. If you get into habits of losing, habits of bad performances, and think you'll just turn it on in the cup final because the unlikeliness is we're not going to win the league. It doesn't work like that. And Derby are a good team, so we need to make sure that we continue momentum, continue to put in good performances, and the aim will be to go unbeaten until the end of the season, winning as many games as we can. Because if we can't finish first, we want to finish second. If we can't finish second, we want to finish third. So, yeah, that is the aim, to continue with momentum and see where we can get to come May 22nd and the end of the league season as well.
And a common theme for your side this season has been when they've sort of lost or drawn a game, they managed to bounce back with an emphatic victory. So what sort of performance are you expecting on Thursday against Oughtibridge?
The same sort of performances that we've had, really. I can't, we lacked a little bit of cutting edge and probably weren't at our best against Mansfield, but I still felt the chances we had was enough to win the game. So ultimately, to continue in the same vein, we'll welcome back Abbey Morell, we'll welcome back Lauren Churcher, two huge additions naturally, and going put in a good performance and hopefully come away with a win, which will be exactly the requirement and what we want and what we need.
And as you just mentioned, we've been without two of our key players for the last few games in Abbey Morell and Lauren Churcher. How much of a big miss was it to miss out on two players that have got a combined 75 goals between them this season?
Yeah, I think you've just said, haven't you, 75 goals. 75 goals between them. I would go as far to say, 50 assists between them as well. Take that out of any team. Take that out of Manchester City. Take it out of Liverpool. You take Mo Salah and Mane out or Jota out of Liverpool, then they're not the same team. They're not the same team. They're very, very good players. Every team has top goal scorers. Take them out of the team, and it does make a difference. When I say it makes a difference, we still should have won the game. The chances we had, we still should have won the game. Welcoming them back in, I personally think it gives everyone a lift, because you go, well, we've got Abby back, we've got Lauren back. They'll create chances, they'll score chances. So we need to, go and put in the same performances, put in what we did on Sunday, and hopefully we'll come out with the win against Oughtibridge.
Yeah, and finally, with us having two games this week, what's the squad availability going to be like for Thursday's game? Obviously, you've got Churchill coming back and Morell, and you're the
So Thursday we go without Abby Ringrose has got a hamstring injury. Katie Davison's not available on Thursday. Sunday, Lucy Farrell's not available. We'll have to see how Abby is. We don't have Lauren Churchill on Sunday. Next Sunday, on Sunday against Rotherham, she's back for Oughtibridge, but not for Rotherham. So it's not ideal. Not ideal. Players are going on holidays, and the season is usually done by now, and for whatever reason it's not. So holidays, long seasons, injuries, fatigue, players working, getting to Sheffield in midweek is not easy for anybody. So the squad availability is good and the depth's good. So, regardless of who's available and who's not, I expect us to win the game on Thursday and normally go and win the game on Sunday as well because of the quality that we've got around the whole squad. And we proved that we can do that against Notts County. We didn't have Abby or Lucy for those games and won. We should have won on Sunday with the chances we had, but ultimately we didn't. And we are where we are, but ultimately the squad depth and availability we'll have will be enough to win both games if we turn up. I'm absolutely convinced.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck for Thursday.
Cheers, Nathan. Thank you.